Cool. Okay, now we've got Timothy. So, hey Raymond, I apologize for contacting so late. I recently got behind on my goals doing Leetcode problems daily. I recently took on a job to take care of myself and my children. Do you have a blueprint for Leetcode beginners from start to finish? Where should I begin instead of attempting to solve like random problems? I need to plan our blueprint to follow. Okay, cool. And then we have Timothy. He introduced himself. Living in Memphis, Tennessee. 3 goals. Show up, be disciplined. Nice. That's good. Second goal, don't quit. Yeah, nice. And then third, reflect on progress after 3 months. I work a job, take care of myself and my children, and then work out, attempt to exercise regular basis. Also learning Spanish, who speak people in the community. And your work in the field of education, transitioning careers to be a software developer. It's a childhood dream of mine to work in computer programming. Great. Okay, great. How do you start with programming? So I click here, start here. I actually made a roadmap here. Just now, this is actually brand new, where what I would say is like the kind of like software engineering journey. And so I'm going to just reiterate this or summarize this like 60-minute video, but I'm going to focus it on what to do for only beginners from this and like what am I seeing. So number one, actually, I'm going to change this. Like, you know, I think that I think things change where like it used to be really, really hard to learn how to code and get into coding. Now it's the easiest thing in the world. And so like if I were like complete beginner, I think it's actually an amazing idea. If you are so struggling, like I would not start with the most boring, drab, like difficult thing, which is Leetcode. I would not start with that. If you're like an education space, you don't have any experience and you're not at like this level, you know, these upper level. And when I say upper level, like level 2 and 3 is that you can code projects by yourself. If I dumped you into if we were in an airplane with no Wi-Fi and I asked you to code tic-tac-toe on your computer, you could do it. Or if I asked you to code a web, front end, if you're a front end developer, if I asked you to code a website in React on your computer, you can do it. That's what I mean with kind of these things. Use LLMs. This is something I've changed very, very recently, but use Cloud Code, use Lovable, use ChatGPT. I want you to play around and get used to the coding. Like if you've never coded anything, you never built anything, like start using them, start coding with them. That's going to be like the really the bread and butter. I mean, I don't care if you're vibe coding. I don't care. I know the other programmers are going to say, yeah, that's so dumb. Why would you do that? But I want you to get used to coding, get used to seeing code. Look at some code, right? Use ChatGPT, do some copying and pasting, see what it feels like to code. And then once we're from there, okay, cool. Like, let's try this wean you off, right? You know how when you're like a kid and you like have to learn how to ride a bicycle and then like they put the training wheels on. So you started at an easy mode and then you kind of shift yourself off to hard mode by like taking off a wheel and taking off the other wheel. And then you're kind of riding. That's what I actually want to do here. I want to get your feet wet. And it like, if you're stuck here, okay, well, you're stuck at level, you're like, let's not get out of level 0 where you don't code at all. Let's get to level 1 where like you're just stuck in at least using LLMs, because that's a much easier problem to solve. And so at least I think it's an easier problem. Hopefully it is. Hopefully we're not like addicted to them. I think it's way more mental than anything else. So that's what I would do if I were you. And like if you want to, like, so like this is how we're going to go. So we're going to go level 1 and then we're going to start doing coding exercises. No LLMs. And when we're doing that, that's going to be the Leetcode stuff. So that's where I really want to see you do Leetcode. And then we're going to go into here where I actually have another course here too, right? So I do have the roadmap. And so then we're just going to do exercises that are going to be training these things. And I give an even little practical example here. So you're just going to solve these problems. This is the list. And I tell you how to do them. I tell you how I want you to do them, because this is very intimidating. Don't do it like this. Like actually watch the video. It's not too long. I think it's like 10 minutes. So anyways, this is a long video, but I think it will help. And I hope that, I think that should answers it, right? That should answer the question here. So those are the problems. That's the roadmap. It's going to be hard. Yes. But use the LLMs, do the LLMs, get into it, love programming, fall in love with it, and then start trying to wean. Once you find that love, then you're going to be searching deep inside yourself and like, how do I escape and like get to where I can when I can start coding stuff without even looking at LLMs, because that's going to be important, because if you actually want a job, well, then they're going to ask you to do the same thing in the interview. So you want to simulate the interview, be able to do the things that they want you to do. So that's my answer to this one, and peace.